everybody, it's your girl, Sophie Soph, back here on Sophia's Football Talk on a brighter note after the ladies did what the men couldn't do as we slapped up Tottenham women. Not one, not two, not even three, may I add, but four freaking nil away from home. Hey, good day at the office. I mean, was definitely a game that we needed to win after, of course, earlier in the day, Arsenal slapping up Chelsea 4-1. Um, and for them to now be joint uh, in points, Chelsea being first, obviously at the top, Arsenal second, and then prior to the win, we were fourth. Are we still? Okay, we're still fourth. So we're 1 point behind City, who are third. But we move. The more you think about it, the more it's like, imagine if we would have just some of those games where we drew, such as, I think it was, what was it, Villa? Did we draw the Villa game? I remember also the Arsenal game. Imagine we would have just won those games. Oh, the story could have been a bit more different. But either way, we're focusing on today's game, and which definitely was a very, very important win, and 100% made me feel better after seeing the shambles of a game the lads did yesterday. So we'll dive into that. But before we do, make sure you give this video here a big thumbs up, because the more likes we get, the more we're able to push the video out there for more people to see. We're still on the road to 3K subscribers. So let's make that happen, shall we? Okay, let's make it happen. And feel free to join the SFT membership. Link is in the description box. Just another way to support the channel. Right. Big up to Niles. It's what a win. I agree. Just like and subscribe the stream. I appreciate it. Big up to Ozan. Yes, Ozan. Yeah. He asked thoughts on Lauren James stamping on another player. I heard about it, and then right as I was about to go live, I quickly search it up on Twitter, and I saw it. Yeah, has she still not learned after what she did versus Nigeria? England versus Nigeria in the World Cup this past summer. She got her straight red, had to miss. Um, Obviously, I believe the quarterfinal, but she was there for the semifinal, or vice versa. Either way, either way, she, she was apologetic for that, but doesn't really seem if you like fully have learned when you keep doing the same thing. But hey, I digress. Um, It is what it is. Big up, Joe Blackman. Hope you're doing well. Yes, at least the ladies can do it. Yes, brother. 100% more than you believe. Yep. I mean, Mallard looked really good. For me, she has to be player of the match for sure. Yo, she looked like a sublime number nine up there. My lord, she started the game. She played for the majority of the game, but she did get subbed off. I believe that might have been around the 70-ish minute. Um, Obviously before we got the fourth and final goal. Um, but she did very well. Also, want to give a little bit of shout out as well to Ella Toon, who looks to be growing more and more into confidence as well. She got herself in the scoreline as well. Come on now, come on, yo! You had um as well the fourth goal. I mean, technically, so you had okay, so it was literally first goal. You have Melly Mallard with a pretty good goal, and I believe it might have been Zilim who did a very wonderful cross prior to that goal. And then the second goal came then to Toon. Mallard assists, so that's a nice little partnership they have formed. Okay, and then you then got Lucia Garcia with a great pass through to Haley Ladd with her first WSL goal of the season. And what a wonderful goal that was. We could have also gotten ourselves maybe a fifth, potentially even a sixth goal. But hey, four goals. The thing is, what the ladies can do, the men's can't do, is freaking knowing where the back of the net is. They show up. They show up. That's been sometimes maybe some nitpicking overall at the beginning of the season, but it looks like they're growing more and more in form with that. So I'm liking what I'm seeing. We just gotta, of course, continue. And this was the first game after international break. What was it, a week or and a half or so with no WSL, any cup games in general, but just so that I didn't have the latest cheer me up, basically. That was that. But they're back now, and that is, of course, wonderful news indeed. Um, yeah, I mean, Spurs, I would say in first half, that don't get it twisted. They did have some chances here and there. They did definitely one very big one at a stage where they could have made it 1-0 for sure. Very close chance. I believe it might have been in the seven, 7th minute or so, with a big chance. For I think the one that could have maybe been more so of a goal threat for Spurs would have been Celine Bisset. She's a Norwegian international. Um, she wasn't playing, wasn't called to play for Norway in the World Cup, but now for Nations Day, I'm pretty sure she has been um, playing, or at least called to be in the squad. So she's back in the mix again. So that's a good thing for her. But she wasn't. I don't know. There wasn't really many moments where I felt like, ooh, I'm scared or Spurs gonna do so. I felt like, especially when we came to second half. Obviously, the first goal came pretty early. I mean, 29th minute in the first half. So I thought, okay, once we get the second goal in, it'll probably be more so of a game where you can be like, you know what, call it a day. We move, and it is what it is. But either way, a routine win, an important win that the ladies did, which is very much needed. Next game is going to be against Liverpool. That's going to be at our ground on the same day as the guys, the lads, the gentlemen um, are playing Liverpool themselves at Anfield. So the women are having an earlier kickoff. I believe that'll be like think that's gonna be like a 12 p.m. UK time zone. So you live there. It'll be like about 1 p.m. for me, and the men then play around 4:30 p.m. UK, while it'll be 5:30 p.m. for me. So I'll definitely. I'm not when it comes to the women's game. I'll definitely do what should I say? More of a pre-recorded reaction for that one, since I will be doing so many other type of content that day as well. Of course, the big game where it'll be a slaughterhouse, but we'll just focus more on that game once we get there. You know, we'll do. I already have content and all of that ready, set to go for next week's schedule. Full on will be coming tomorrow, posted then, but in case there'll be any changes, but regardless, and of course there'll be some inter content as well. So full packed Sunday ahead. But we still will be covering the women's game, mainly focusing on Manchester United women, of course. As Osan said, I believe our game is just the Conti Cup. Now the WSL. Really? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw it was a WSL, because I think we played against each other before, which was the Conti Cup, and that was a few weeks ago. So you're right. We have played the Conti Cup. I'm pretty sure we won 1-0. I didn't find that stream anywhere, so I wasn't able to watch it, which sucks. I've been able to watch a lot of games, which was my ambition for this season, but they still are lacking with the coverage. At least for those outside of the UK, I want to be able to watch more. It is a little bit, restricting, but we'll try as we go. But I do know this one will be a WSL on Sunday. I'm pretty sure of that. So that'll be interesting. Um, what else is there necessary to mention? I mean, like you say, they didn't have Gacy starting in the first. Actually, came more so for Malard in the second half. I believe during the international duties that Hinata Miyazawa unfortunately did sustain a injury. I don't know how long she'll be out for, but that is, of course, very much unfortunate. But you still do have other peoples to show up, though, which they did today. They did. So it's more so rotating, figuring it out as we go. Um, but I'm very proud, very happy. It really lifted up my mood for today. Pick up Henry. Hope you're doing well. Subscribe to Henry Ray Baker channel. Show Henry some love. Much love to you. So when it comes to that game, though, is it a game? I mean, I'll say even though technically it's at home, though. I do expect us, as we did win against them in the cup game just a few weeks ago. I would expect us to be able to win against um, Liverpool women again. I'm not saying slapping anybody up 4-0 or anything like that, but I think we'll get it. I think we get it. And big up to Henry. Thank you so much for the wonderful super chat donations. It's a great result for you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Once again, to those of you who have been sending in donations recently on some of the streams, I truly appreciate it. It goes a long way to help the channel out. Trying to work my as much as I can to one day hopefully be able to become a full-time content creator. That is definitely the dream, the plan. So you guys are helping your girl out. So thank you. And regardless, even if you are not sending, doesn't matter. You're also helping by watching, liking, sharing, and subscribing. All those things are free and it does help. So thank you. Ravi asked Sophia thoughts on how United were able to stay strong from early on. I mean, basically, not being too sloppy with some of the passes, being a bit more And the defense, solid for sure, also helps at all. As well, I should say. Henry says I'm at 263 subscribers. Come on, yes. We all start somewhere and we keep going. So big up to you. Big up to you. Get to 300 and you get to 500. Yeah, you keep going. You keep going. Don't give up. Keep going. Keep going. But I mean, like I said, now that this like I do with some of these match reactions, I don't want them to be the longest because I got content tomorrow to do, Tuesday, and then we'll take some breaks in between there, of course. But so this is not going to be the longest match reaction. Also, for it to be able to those who are watching it on the replay and not able to watch it live, that they can watch it and that it doesn't have to be the longest. Sometimes it's okay to have some shorter streams as well. Um, Ravi asked, "Do you rate United second keeper?" Yeah, uh, I do. Joyce, Totally Joyce, I believe. Yeah, yeah, I do. I do. I mean, I haven't seen that much of her, but I do like her. I do. I do. I do. I do think it will be important um, to be able to, what should I say? What should I say? To be able to have her integrate a bit more into the squad. I do think that would be important. I mean, Mary Earth probably will be leaving at some point, right? Hasn't, you know, gotten any new contract renewal or signed on the dotted line. That hasn't happened anytime yet. So I do think that at some point we do probably need to, in my opinion, what should I say, like um, let her go and then but before letting her go, introduce more games for Joyce. That's what I'm saying. She might be going to Arsenal. I've been hearing rumors of that as well. Henry's at two right, Sophia Long. I have my 1 year anniversary on the 30th at 9 p.m. if you're available. Ooh, I have to see. I haven't planned the streams for that time just yet. I think it a week ahead, but we'll have to wait and see. It could be that I might be busy or I might have some other stuff going on that same time. But if I'm not able to make it, of course, like I always do, I like the stream regardless, and wish you a happy anniversary. I'll wish you a happy anniversary in advance, 100%. We might be having a game that day, to be honest. So we will have to wait and see. But big up though, big up. Anything other than that to mention? Like I said, Tune growing more in confidence. Haley Ladd got herself in the score sheet as well with the first WSL goal. Like I said, for this season, also looked very good. She was doing her thing for sure. Riviere, the fullback. I like her. I like her. I think she's been getting a bit more minutes as of recently, and she looked a little bit, obviously when she got her debut, I think a little bit shaky. But I think she's growing more into it. She's looking more solid, in my opinion. Yes. So I do have to say that. And I don't feel like Mary Earps really had that much to do. It was like one big opportunity. And then other than that, I didn't really feel like there was a lot of much stuff to do. But, you know, other than that, um she did her thing. I guess. I guess. Leticia, I mean, it's my Leticia. What else is there to say? I mean, come on. Hey. And also there's something with some of the subs, like Lucia Garcia, that's an impact sub, you know? That is a damn good impact sub. Getting herself assists. Like I've been from some of the games I've seen this season, she either scores or she assists or she'll be like the third, like the pass before the assist often. She is, I really like her. Very much of a clutch player for sure. Galton, I would say she looked alright. She looked alright. But I think the ones that did steal the show for me, for sure, was Mallard. 100% deserves to be player of the match. More than you can believe. Hopefully, we'll be able to build more off of that. I think she would deserve to be on top again as a number 9. I'm also trying to think. Nikita Perez did play. Did she not? She did play. But you know, right. But but hey, they still showed up way before, of course, the international break and all that. But I do think I want to see more of Mallard up top. I think that would be important and interesting for sure. Before we wrap up, let me read some of your comments. Ravi asks if you Sunday doubleheader, both WSL and Premier United versus Liverpool. I know I did mention that a little bit earlier. I will be um, doing some content. So I'll be pre-recording the reaction, just a short reaction for the women's game against Liverpool, and then live match reaction for the men's team at Anfield, and then also a live match reaction for Lazio versus Inter later that night. So there'll be a lot of content. Henry asked, "What other games stood out for you today?" I would say, I mean, I was going back. I was watching both. If you're talking about in the WSL, the only one that I watched was this game, and then I just saw highlights of the Arsenal Chelsea game, which looked good. Outside of that, I've watched a lot of Premier League games. I watched, watch at the same time. I had like, the Luton Man City game on the TV, and then on my iPad, I was watching Everton Chelsea, and that was funny seeing Chelsea lose. We are in the mud. Don't get it twisted. The men's team, we're in the mud. But if we're in the mud, then where are Chelsea? In the gutter, they're 12 people. They're 12. Let's just make that very clear. Okay? And of course, also the Spurs Newcastle game. The way Spurs slapped up Newcastle, yikes. Big up, Paul. Hope you're doing well. Bart, of course. Bart is back. Liverpool fans. How's your weekend going? The cherry on top of mine. Cherry as in Bournemouth. Okay. Was Elliot's goal that sealed the top spot for Britain's blue chip, greatest, most successful club?
You're so funny.
Thank you, Pep. I know. He's very funny, huh? Get out of here. Yikes. Newcastle can spend to get replacement. They loaded. I mean, we'll have yeah, that they will be doing some what should I say? What should I say? Some transfers business in January. They have to. They should be doing that because they got so many injuries going on, so they should be doing it. But yeah, we're gonna end it at that. Just a quick 20 minutes live match reaction. I will be back already tomorrow, people. Okay, tomorrow to do a live match preview for Manchester United versus Bayern. Lord have mercy. This week, which week is it? Which number of the week is it? Is it week? Are we in week 50 or week 49? Wait, give me 1 second. We are, oh, yeah, week 50, which is, almost, we have a few more weeks left of this year, but week 50, yeah, this is going to be a horrible week ahead. So that game, which will be played on Tuesday, I have a live match reaction for that. Then probably I taking a break after that because I will be busy on Wednesday and then Thursday. Your girl likes to take breaks on Thursday, so I probably think it's a smart thing because I think I'll be slapped. We'll be slapped the shit on Tuesday. We'll definitely be. So that means it'll be nice for me to take a little bit of break before I then get to the mindset of then being slaughtered, beheaded at Anfield on Sunday. So we'll, you know, all the content is already up. I'll put up a full-on schedule on the community post. I'll probably do that just right now so that you guys can see, but make sure you are subscribed so that you don't miss out on next time that I'm live. Lots of content coming your way this upcoming week. We'll probably, even though I don't have anything planned for Wednesday, I'll probably still do like a YouTube short or something reacting to maybe the group of death for Newcastle. Like, let's say Newcastle goes through in the Champions League, then we'll have to do some type of content for that. Either way, I'll be back tomorrow. Have a great time. Make sure you like. The more likes we get, we're able to push the video out there. Feel free to join the FCD membership. Once again, big thank you to Henry for the kind donation. It goes a long way and I appreciate it. Thank you. Do subscribe to Henry channel and show some love. And I think that's about it. Yep, that's about it. And if you're watching this on a replay, feel free to comment your thoughts as well. I do appreciate that. And we are back tomorrow. Peace out. Sofis out. Glory, glory, Man United. And Forza Inter. Bye
Are you
bye.
all right? Yes. No, you are all left.